Ohio Slip and Fall Accident Lawyer answers 10 FAQs. Slip and fall accidents can happen almost anywhere in a store, on a sidewalk, at an apartment complex, or even at someone's home. And while they're often brushed off as minor accidents, the reality is that slip and fall injuries can be serious and life-changing. If you've been hurt because a property owner failed to keep their property safe, an Ohio Slip and Fall Accident Lawyer can help you understand your rights and what options may be available to you. In this video, we're going to answer 10 of the most common questions people have after a slip and fall accident in Ohio, including what to do next, who may be responsible, and when a claim may be worth pursuing. FAQ 1. What should I do immediately after a slip and fall accident in Ohio? What you do after an accident next can really matter even if you don't think you're seriously hurt at the time. Some important steps to keep in mind include: 1. Seek medical attention as soon as possible, even if your injuries don't seem obvious right away. Many slip and fall injuries, especially head, neck, and back injuries, take time to show up. Getting medical care also creates a clear record connecting the fall to your injuries. 2. Avoid admitting fault or partial fault. Even casual statements like "I should have been more careful" can later be used against you, even when the dangerous condition wasn't your fault. 3. Limit your communication with the property owner or their insurance company. They may reach out quickly, and what you say early on can be taken out of context later. 4. Report the incident if it happened at a business, apartment complex, or public property. Ask for an incident report if one is available. 5. Take photos and videos of the scene as soon as possible. Capture the hazard that caused the fall, the surrounding area, lighting, warning signs, and any visible injuries. 6. Stay off social media when it comes to posting about the accident or your injuries. Even harmless posts can be misinterpreted. 7. Contact an Ohio Slip and Fall Accident Lawyer early. A lawyer can step in to preserve evidence, guide you on what to say and what not to say, and help you understand whether you have a case worth pursuing. FAQ 2. What does an Ohio Slip and Fall Accident Lawyer actually do for injured victims? A lawyer handles many things that injured people simply can't do on their own, especially while they're trying to recover. One of the most important roles is accurately assessing the value of a claim. That goes far beyond medical bills. A lawyer looks at future medical care, long-term limitations, missed work, reduced earning potential, and how the injury affects daily life. These are damages insurance companies rarely account for unless someone forces the issue. A lawyer also knows how to prove what went wrong. That means gathering evidence to show a dangerous condition existed, the property owner knew or should have known about it, and failed to fix it or warn people. Just as important, a lawyer handles all communication with insurance companies, who are trained to minimize or deny claims. Without legal guidance, people are often pressured into quick settlements that don't reflect the seriousness of their injuries. A lawyer protects you from being unfairly blamed and makes sure your claim is taken seriously. FAQ 3. What is the duty of care in an Ohio slip and fall accident case, and why does it matter? Duty of care is basically the legal responsibility property owners have to keep their property reasonably safe for people who are allowed to be there. In slip and fall cases, this is one of the most important concepts. If a property owner knew or should have known about a dangerous condition and didn't fix it or warn people, that duty of care may have been violated. When that happens and someone gets hurt, that's often the foundation of a valid claim. Your attorney will assess the evidence, along with laws and statutes, to determine whether the property owner violated the duty of care. FAQ 4. Who can be held liable in an Ohio slip and fall accident lawsuit? Liability depends on who was responsible for the property at the time of the fall. In a slip and fall accident case, that could be a business owner, a landlord, a property management company, or even a government entity in some situations. It's not always obvious at first, which is why these cases usually require a closer look at leases, maintenance responsibilities, and who had control over the area where the fall happened. FAQ 5. How long do I have to file a slip and fall lawsuit in Ohio? In most Ohio slip and fall accident cases, you generally have 2 years from the date of the injury to file a lawsuit. That said, there are exceptions, especially if the fall happened on government property or involved a public entity. Waiting too long can seriously hurt your case, so it's usually a good idea to talk with an Ohio slip and fall accident lawyer sooner rather than later, even if you're not sure you want to move forward yet. FAQ 6. Can I file a slip and fall claim for an accident that happened in a public place in Ohio? Yes, you can file a claim for a slip and fall accident that happened in a public area in Ohio, like a sidewalk, parking lot, or government building. These cases can be a little more complicated because special rules often apply when a public entity is involved. A lawyer can help determine whether the government failed to properly maintain the area or warn of a known hazard. FAQ 7. What happens if my slip and fall accident occurred at someone's private residence in Ohio? Slip and fall accidents at private residences in Ohio are usually handled through the homeowner's insurance policy. That doesn't mean you're suing a friend or family member personally. It simply means you're making a claim when their insurance should have covered a dangerous condition. A lawyer can help assess whether the homeowner failed to fix or warn about a known hazard and whether your injuries justify pursuing a claim. FAQ 8. Can a business or property owner be held responsible for a slip and fall accident in Ohio? Absolutely. Businesses in Ohio have a responsibility to regularly inspect their property, fix hazards, and warn customers about dangerous conditions. If they fail to do that and someone gets hurt, they may be held liable. An Ohio slip and fall accident lawyer will often look at things like cleaning logs, surveillance footage, and maintenance records to see whether the business did what it should have done to keep people safe. FAQ 9. What types of slip and fall accidents qualify for a lawsuit in Ohio? In theory, almost any slip and fall accident where a duty of care wasn't met could qualify for a lawsuit. In practice, most Ohio slip and fall accident lawyers focus on more serious injuries, things like broken bones, head injuries, back injuries, or injuries that require surgery or ongoing treatment. Minor injuries often don't justify the time and expense of a legal claim, but more serious falls absolutely can. FAQ 10. What damages can an Ohio slip and fall accident lawyer help recover after an injury? Damages in an Ohio slip and fall case can include medical bills, future medical care, lost wages, and loss of earning capacity. In many cases, compensation can also cover pain and suffering and the impact the injury has had on your daily life. Your lawyer's role is to look beyond just the immediate bills and understand how the injury affects you long term. Contact Pisatelli Law for a free consultation. If you or someone you care about has been injured in a slip and fall accident, you don't have to try to figure this out on your own. These cases can get complicated quickly, and having the right legal guidance early on can make a real difference. At Pisatelli Law Firm, our team takes the time to listen, evaluate what happened, and give you honest answers about your options. If you'd like to speak with an Ohio slip and fall accident lawyer, we offer free consultations, so you can get information without any pressure or obligation. To learn more or to get started, visit getfrankgetjustice.com. We're here to help you understand your rights and take the next step forward with confidence.